morning, guys. How are you guys doing today? I'll let you guys get in here for a few minutes. Sitting here looking at these decals today. I didn't use none of the radio or anything like that. So I don't know where I'll integrate some of this stuff at. I'm still looking, to see what I can do, what I can do. Good morning, guys. It just said I had like 3 people in there, and then now it says I have nobody in here. Now it says 1 person's back. Hello, Young Model Master. Alright, guys, a little update. You guys see me last week working on the Sunny, and then I had to take off real quick. The phone it died. I don't know what the heck happened. I was in the middle of it, and then it died. So this is the next chance I had to get back here. If you guys don't know, Chris Chapman in our community, Rusted Nuts Models, he's been a very big concert going guy here lately, and I had seen where he had several close friends and family members go to the country music thing there in Las Vegas, and unfortunately he did have 3 friends of his they did perish from that shooting. So my heart goes out to Chris Chapman and to his family and friends that lost a loved one. Chris is a very good guy. He does a lot of concerts, him and his wife, and just happened to be one that he didn't go to, and the world is kind of going schizophrenic per se, but I just wanted to tell Chris that he's in my thoughts over this. And we have several other members in the community who have had family members affected by the recent rash of hurricanes through Texas. A lot of our followers through Facebook and are from Puerto Rico or still live around Puerto Rico. I know, I personally know Jose, who comes to my local show up here every year. He's from Puerto Rico. I know, they sustained property damage and stuff like that. But some of us within the community have family members that lost everything, if not loved ones too. So it's just been a rough few months here for our country and for the world, really, with the stuff going on across the world. Luckily enough, a lot of us, we can de-stress with our model kits, and some of these other people, they're distressing on, we can de-stress on plastic, and other people, they don't have a way to distress unless it's to bring harm to other people. And so just want to let Chris know my heart's there for him, and I hope he gets better news. He still has a few friends that went, and they still haven't heard back from him. I think he said like 9 of them all went, or 7 or 9 of them all went, and as of right now 3 have perished. So that's kind of a somber day. And then one of my favorite singers passed away too. I've always been a Tom Petty fan for years. Something that I listened to when I was growing up with my dad cruising and everything. So I like a lot of the older Tom Petty stuff, not really, not really ever being music without Tom Petty somewhere in one of my playlists, and so that's sad. But let's get back to this. This is the C1 Sun. If you guys can't see, it's in primer. I wanted to get it in primer. It's just first stage of primer. I can go back now and clean some stuff up. You can see all the holes I drilled in this upper rail now really well. I smooth off. If you guys ever seen this kit, it has a spot for some rubber impacts there and some tailgate impacts here and here. I shaved all that off and got all that smoothed out. The gas door. Then I wanted to blend in the front end, check my gaps, make sure the gaps all look good. Then on the front end, I was having issues with the way the bumper mounts were, and I didn't know what to do. So I sanded all those off completely flat. Started to reshape the roll pan, opened up all this little bottom stuff, and then I totally reshaped and reformed the C1 lower valance. It's just something that I wanted to do, put my own touch to it. Then, once everything gets in place there like that, it's going to be nice and smooth. And then, just I got some more little spaces to clean up. Took care of some seam lines that were down this way. I don't know if they were part of the body, some of the way some of these older kits were built, but I just sanded all those off and then did that. So today, you guys, you know what? This is looking so darn good. I kind of want to just prep sand it. I kind of want to put some color on it today. So I don't know, I don't know what kind of time frame we would have. Probably wouldn't be able to get it clear today, but at least I can get it in color today. Sad part is I can't take you guys to the booth. You can just sit here and I can kind of like sand it up a little bit and get it ready for the paint booth. So we got pull out some super fine. I'll pull out some super fine pad and start going over it. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Man, that 64 is looking slick, kid. If you guys ain't seen Ryan's update on his funny truck, if you haven't seen the update on his funny truck is looking sweet, really good. I made the video on rust, how I would do the rust holes and stuff, and Ryan pulled this kit out and went right to doing the rust stuff that I had shared. He sent me some pictures, and at first it was just the body, and then the next picture he sent me, it's sitting underneath of a funny car chassis sitting underneath of it. Then he's custom made the front suspension to make sure the front suspension is going to be right for it. And man, he went to town on this one. This one right here is going to be a sick build. So guys, if you hadn't noticed one of my other videos last week, we picked up a C1 69 Mustang combo kit. Let me show you guys this. Got this Mustang kit here from the People's Choice live auctions on Facebook. I picked this up for 12 bucks. Very good, brand new sealed kit. We got some great sellers over there. Jason, you got James Ballantyne, Mark Andrews. You got Francisco, which you guys know from Facebook as Francisco, the Gasoline Alley resin guy. Francisco's been in the game a long time, just the last 4 or 5 years. He's also gotten to the resin thing. He's making some nice resin stuff. If you guys have never been there, go check his page out. Yeah, the auctions is live auctions, you know. The phone was, yeah, it died on me, Pat. And then right here, what we're going to do with this one, guys, is I have a lot of C1 projects here. So Scale World and I were thinking, wouldn't it be great that if we can give you guys a C1 project too? So Chris Hales donated this to me. And what we're going to do, we're going to build this C1 Mustang full body kit with this Mustang here. And then what we're going to do, we will raffle this off at a later date once this is built. And the proceeds from this raffle is, we would like to see what would be the most popular C1. We'd like, you know, once we get everything done, this is built, this is raffled off. What we were going to do, me and Scaled World, Pete, which he's just now joined us. Good morning, Pete. What we want to do with that Mustang is, once we raffle it off, have you guys, we're going to do like a poll on Facebook, on the Mr. Mini Greens page on Facebook. We'll do a poll, and we'll select a few C1 combo kits out there. Pete and I will buy the C1 kit, and we'll buy the kit that the C1 kit works on, and then we'll have a drawing for that kit. So when we do the raffle for the Mustang, there really ain't going to be an item to, well, it'll be the Mustang will be what we'll be raffling off. But with the build of this Mustang and the C1 kit from Chris Hales, we were going to put a poll up on Facebook. We'll have a list, like 4 or 5 different very easy common kits to get. So that way, if you guys mess up, you guys ain't got to worry about trying to find a $60 Revella Germany kit or something like that. We would be able to, like, you know, he has some great body kits for the Revell Audis. Like you said, the trans kits that I have for the Volkswagens, for the Honda Civics, and me and Scaled World will go through that. We'll pick about a half a dozen resin trans kits to look through. We'll let you guys vote on which kit you think should be given away, and then we'll do a raffle for that kit too. But don't forget, we're also still going to do the Ukrainian scale products. We're going to do the Nissan wagon. And you guys, once this right here is done, and we're going to do the Nissan, wagon, and you guys are going to be able to help us pick. With that one, we're going to give you guys wheel options. We're going to give you guys color options. And you guys that follow us here on the community at Facebook at scaledworld.net, in partnership with a few other people we want to bring involved in this, we're going to let you guys within the community pick color schemes, you know, interior schemes and stuff like that. So that way you guys actually have a part of, you guys will actually have part say so in the build. So it'll be like a community build built by Scaled World and Mr. Many Dreams. So back on this, just to freshen you guys up. Yes, Pat, if you go to scaledworld.net, Pete himself has already built the C1 Camaro setup. They have a Firebird setup. They have a Chevelle setup. He has old school setups like this. You know, he'll have the old school stuff too. He does have some Camaro stuff. He has it for the new Camaro and the older Camaro stuff. You can go to scaledworld.net right here, Pat, and just go through there and start looking through the gallery. You'll see where Pete has put up his own build that has the C1 wide body kit. It's called Bumblebee, ain't it, Pete? I think it was called a Bumblebee Trans Kit. This right here is going to be called the RTX wide body. The RTRX wide body. Well, guys, right now we're trying to work through some other things before we get the next raffle off. Scaled World is almost my brother, and he's going to focus on his family right now. He has some family concerns to get to. He was one of the fellas I was mentioning that had family members that took a hit during the Puerto Rican hurricane. So for the next few weeks, Scaled World won't be as active, but we'll still be out there mentioning Scaled World for Pete. You know, family comes first. He has some I don't want to get into his business, but Scaled World is going to focus on helping his family for the next few weeks. They have no supplies. They have no way to get supplies. So, you know, it's heart-wrenching when, you know, we're sitting here in air conditioning. We can go to the refrigerator and grab a soda, and he knows his family member might not have electricity until after Christmas, you know. So, you know, not only the stress that his family's going through, but also the stress that he's going through worrying about his family. So if Scaled World ain't as active updating, just stay in tune with them. Keep supporting Scaled World by going there, making your views. Keep entering your stuff. Keep submitting here to these addresses right here. Let's get that focus in. And keep submitting to these addresses. And when he gets a little bit of breathing room, he'll get your guys' builds showcased up there. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Alright, so what I done here, just to catch you guys up here, for you guys just joining in, I finally got it in primer. I removed the blinker lights that were up here. I removed the mirror mounts that were up here. On the front end, you guys knew I was undecided on the front end. So what I did is I removed the blocks that hold the bumper mounts. I removed those. These right here were like vents, a bunch of little vents, but it had a great big old, it had an air hole right here in the middle of this one right here, and I just couldn't get it fixed. So what I did is I hollowed them all out, and then I put a new brace back in behind there. And then I took the C1 Valance that was like this wide, and then I glued it all up, and then I molded it in. I made my own little indentions. If you guys don't know, on the BRZ rebuild for Scaled World, I did the same thing. I did the same thing on the front Valance for that build, and on the rear wing for that build. I just like that little bit of indentation look. Kind of gives me my own take on it, you know what I mean? Chris Hells made a wonderful resin front clip No issues. You know, I've changed some stuff, but for the most part, it's a great kit, great fit. And then I removed all the impact moldings for the rear end. It had some rubber mounts over here on the back that are gone now. I think these were tailgate stops. There were two little bitty pieces of rubber that would be right here. So I shaved all that off. And then, like you guys can see, I made all the holes in the running rail right there. You can see through the back side, you know, just to, you know, make it a little bit my own. I removed the rear yeah, you guys see Jess post right there. If you guys ever been to the bottom keys of Florida, it is so compact that my kids were scared when we were down there. Just so many people in such little places, and they're all connected by bridges, like 140 miles of bridges, they say. And that when that place took a hit, it wasn't as strong as they thought it was going to be, but it was still pretty massive. And you know, so you know, you got folks. Well, hell, it was going all the way up the coast. It was headed to New York on one of them. I think Jose went up that way. And then what we were doing is just after you sand, you want to clean up all your jams. You guys see me sanding this here a minute ago. You want to clean up all your jams still. So we're just working on because you want to make sure you get all your dust and everything out. Alright, hey, Pete, we'll talk to you later, buddy. Have the better part of your day, bud. And, you know, with our time differences, here it is for me at 11 o'clock in the morning. Some guys, it's 9 a.m. in the morning here in the U.S., but then some of you other guys, it's, you know, 11 o'clock at night. I still haven't put no color on this. We're starting with the new primer on this project. There's a newer primer. And I started with, oops, sorry guys, camera's right in the way. And then I started with this new, Spot Putty, Pronoto, whatever it is. So I was going to try this. It's like $8. I'm used to using all Evercoat stuff, you know. So this was new to me. Yep, there you go, John. Yellow. Yeah, because it's a sunny, and I was looking. We looked through the internet a lot. It is a sunny, and looking through the internet a lot. A lot of people are building these or have built these. I hadn't seen a good looking yellow one yet. So that's why I did some of my own body mods, you know, make it my own. And we're going to go yellow. I got a Tom Petty song stuck in my head, but with YouTube copyrights and stuff, I can't play it. I've already asked you guys before what kind of music do you listen to when you build. I have a few different playlists. I've always been a big rap music fan. I like the beats. I like some of the stories that they're given. Some of the stuff I can relate to. But I also, enjoy the classic rock. Really like Ted Nugent, Neil Young, stuff like that. I like a lot of the 70s, 80s stuff. I don't know if it's because that's what my dad listened to the most or what have you, but just stuff that I like. I tend to like too. It's sad to see that he's gone already, man. I even had his Tom Petty radio station on my XM radio at work. Yeah, I got Won't Back Down stuck in my head right now, buddy. No, I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground. You can drop me off at the gates of town. No, I won't back down. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I get really... You know what my one jam really is when I'm building? Guys, I love Elton John. Something about his music I just always liked. And Daniel. I love the song Daniel. And so sometimes when I'm in like a builder's block or whatnot, and I need a song to amp me up, I always put on Elton John's Daniel. Really like that. And I like a lot of Christian music too, guys. Yeah, now, it's funny that you say that, Scott. One of my favorite songs is by The Temptations, man. I love Papa Was a Rolling Stone. Man, I can sit there, and I got the full version, bud. And I just sat there and for 7 minutes, man, just jam out. And that's like, that's a great tune. And then like, the long version of Life's Been Good to Me by Joe Walsh, that's a great one to listen to because it's long. And then I got my old school raps that I like, I still, Too Short, the whole album of Life is Too Short was still really, was really a good album for me. The Beastie Boys, you can't go wrong with Beastie Boys' License to Ill. Oh, that's a whole good album just to sit down and build out to. Another great album is REO Speedwagon. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Oh yeah, NWA was the jams back in the day. Oh yeah. Now, what I like about what I like about bluegrass is not so much the singing. I don't care for the lyrics, but I do like that it's got tons and tons of old school guitar in it. They'll bring out the harmonica. I love some of that. Peter Frampton has a lot of songs with the harmonica in it, and it's just something about that harmonic sound I've always enjoyed. Now, John, I'm not so much Rage Against the Machine. I would pick Smashing Pumpkins. If I want to go hard and do it for a while, Santana with his guitar solos. Yeah, you ain't lying, John. She's a black magic woman. Guys, I'm gonna make you guys laugh. Probably some of you guys will throw up, but I've always liked the Monkees Culture Club. You know, guys, I'm a 70s baby. Alright, let's see where we're at. We still gotta chase these door jams. Come on, come on, come on. Rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah. Yeah, that's some great old songs from back then, John. Shoot. You know, like today you hear Justin Bieber everywhere and you hear, you know, some of these other people everywhere. And my day age, it was Duran Duran, Samantha Fox, and Ozzy, and all them people were on the radio. Every song that turned around, you know, they were jamming out on the radio. And then now you don't hear none of them anymore. My wife was just talking about Debbie Gibson and all them from back when, you know, we were young. I think we were watching Jenny Loves Donnie or something like that on VH1, or the Wahlbergs or something when my wife mentioned that. But it is true how, you know, like John said, it's the age thing where stuff just is so hype and then it just slowly disappears and another hype person comes in. So there's that. And then, you know, we did all our work to the hood. Under the hood now it's been primered. You know, I always liked Fleetwood Mac as a band, but I don't know if I ever cared for Stevie Nicks by herself. I don't know what it was. I mean, I always liked Fleetwood Mac. Guys, I think I'm going to go spray some color on this boy. If I close my eyes forever, would it all remain the same? Yeah, I know Gilbert. Somebody said they flagged some of... Maybe it wasn't Gilbert. I know somebody that I watch a lot of videos from had gotten flagged for background music on Facebook. I'm like, he's not selling it as his own. I don't understand all that copyright crap. Yeah. Oh, hell, guys. Well, guys, I just want to give you guys a little update on this. Since I can't take you guys to the booth, and I'm going to go head up to the booth and do some spraying. I'm going to leave you guys for now. If I don't come back on today, I will try again later this week. I'm going to go upstairs and put some color on this. And see what I can get. So with that being said, you guys have a good day. I will try to come back this afternoon after I put some color on this, let it set up, but I don't want to see you guys. Yeah, but he's playing movies. Now, when Edgar does his Mad Lab live video, guys, he has an array of classic movies. And the other night, we got on there, what was it, John? 3 or 4 hours. We watched Christine, the movie, while he was building. And Facebook does not like that. Oh, man. Well, I'm going to proceed to head further into this, guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I will catch you guys at another time. And are you talking to me, Pat, or are you talking to someone else in the community? Oh, guys, I also want to say this before I leave. Let me show you this. Mr. Mini Dreams. It's just like this on Facebook, Pat. It'll be just like this on Facebook, but without the period. It'll be Mr. Mini Dreams is my Facebook page. Go over there, ask to join there, and then I can send you friend requests from there, bud. My personal page and all that stuff is private. Let me share one more thing, guys, with you before I take off. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Maverick fan, and a good guy in the community, Thomas Hennessy, found this for me, and he sent it to me. He's like, I don't know if you can use it for parts. The front end is broke right here. The roof is broke right there and on this B pillar. He said that he picked it up and he knew I liked the Mavericks and everything. And when I got the piece, I thought it was going to be roughed up way worse than this. And I ended up telling Mr. Hennessy that this is a build that I can fabricate something for the front bumper, and this is a build that I can build. This is in way better shape than I was thinking. Sent me a nice little letter. He's very supportive of the YouTube page of mine. He likes to watch every video and everything, and so I wanted to give him a shout out. Guys, these weren't cheap. I didn't ask what he had in this, but it was a very special gift from him to me. That's because your cars always seem to meet the hammer, John. And so, you know, it's a promo, but the best thing about these, when you get the promo, it doesn't have the blinkers in the grill. It has the flat hood, and it has the stock interior, and your Maverick kits don't have that unless you have the first original release by Johan, that where you can build it either the stock or the drag, because after that kit it always just came back out as the drag kit, and you never got the stock hood again, and you never got the stock interior items. And then on the chassis, on the kit, this right here shows the straight 6 and the single exhaust, and on the kit it don't show no exhaust. It don't show no exhaust on the kit, and then, you know, on the kit the motor plate's not there. But I wanted to send that out there. I want to send Mr. Hennessy a very, very big thank you. Love these Mavericks. I have several. And I was looking, I don't know if Mr. Hennessy is watching right now, but when he does, I was looking. I have this red promo, Mr. Hennessy, and I noticed my pillar is broke in almost the same spot as that one, but not that pillar, just this front pillar here. You know, so I got 2 of the stock ones. Yeah, I wish they would. Here's an old original one that I built. I probably built this one here maybe 25 years ago, 20 years ago. And this is a kit, you know. I added all that stuff in, you know. And then here's my most recent one I built for the Extreme All-Out build. When Lisa and Chip did the very first Extreme All-Out build. And on this one here, I've opened the trunk on it. It's got a Mach 1 hood I made for it, a Boss 302 motor in it. It's all been done up. But, you know, I'm a huge Maverick fan, and I thank Mr. Hennessy for sending me the tan one. And so we'll check you guys later. I'm gonna go put some color on the Sunny, and we'll be back.